rAVe Radio. With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves with Gary K.
Hey everyone, this is Gary K, and welcome to a special edition of my Rants and Raves video cast, because I'm going to introduce you to someone who's going to be very important to rAVe over the next coming years, Bubba Gaeddert, who is going to host the rAVe Esports show. Bubba, I'm so excited about this. Let's go ahead and make the announcement. What do you think?
I'm ready. I'm pumped. Let's tell the world how awesome rAVe is and everything about esports. Let's do it.
Well, we could not have partnered with a better person. I'm going to have you tell everyone about your background, but let's go ahead and make the announcement. On starting November 2nd, every first and third Thursday of the month at noon will be the rAVe Esports show with Bubba Gaeddert. And so it'll be basically every first and third Thursday. Those months where there's an extra Thursday, we'll skip that. But the first and third Thursday of the month, it will be the industry's only esports show, and this is going to be big because esports. Look, timing could not have been better. Just last week, the International Olympic Committee announced that they're going to have esports as an Olympic sport. We have over 20 universities that have it as a Division I scholarship sport for women. We've got a couple of hundred universities that have esports teams that are either varsity or club teams, and then you have I don't know how many high schools have esports?
Over 5,000 just in North America.
Yeah, just in North America alone. Now we're going to be broadcasting this thing global. So esports is a little different in Europe. It's very popular in Asia. In Europe, it's a little different because we don't have sports and college teams over there in the way that we do here. But Bubba, first, I want everyone to know who you are and why you're doing this with us.
Well, I am just a guy who loves gaming, who loves esports. I love getting on television shows and podcasts and just talking about things I'm passionate about. And Gary, when you and your team said, hey, we need to do something in the audio video industry and all the other tech world that need to understand and learn more about scholastic esports, competitive gaming, recreational gaming, how it can be used in arenas and schools and buildings and spaces that a lot of the people you connect with in your audience who are putting those devices, all those mechanical things and tech into those spaces. I mean, I want to tell them what they need to know, and I want to share other people and other experts with them so they can just get a better understanding of what esports and gaming really is and how they can leverage it for their organization.
Yeah, and you're being humble because you're also a big part of the growth of esports. You run the Varsity Sports Foundation, VEF.org and or VarsitySportsFoundation.org. We're going to help raise some money for the Varsity Sports Foundation with our sponsors of the esports show, the rAVe Esports show, which is going to do a bunch of different things. It's going to help launch esports programs in high schools, but it's also going to help bring kids to Infocom each year to experience our industry and hopefully get them into the industry. So these are going to be gamers. And there is an esports pavilion at Infocom. So there's a lot going on, and there's a lot timing wise. This couldn't be better. And you're the best person to do this. I'm honored and I'm proud to have you part of our team. What kind of subject? I know you've already done kind of like a layout of what the next 6 months of episodes are going to be about. Give us a sneak peek of what you plan on talking about.
Yeah, I've got a lot of good shows. If I look through the list here, there are some opportunities, and I do want to say that we did change our name recently this year from the Varsity Esports Foundation to Video Games and Esports Foundation, and it honestly, a lot of people say varsity still, but we wanted to be a little more inclusive and open to the video game industry and not just scholastic esports.
So that would mean that your URL then would be vef.gg.
That's guessing. Right. Mm-hmm.
vef.gg.
That's right.
Because that's gaming. And by the way, we should probably wrap this. We should all roll this under the term gaming, just as you're popping, as you're taking a look at some of the subjects you're going to be talking about, because I want you to talk about some of the episodes. But I want to mention that not only is the Olympic Committee making esports a sport, but also esports already is almost 200, gaming, I should say, is almost a $200 billion industry, which is a little more than 2.5 times the size of the Hollywood movie market industry. So this industry is already bigger than Hollywood.
That's right. That's right. There's a lot of good numbers out there for us to analyze and dive into throughout this year and these shows. And I really want to push that data because it honestly gives firepower for those out there trying to work in the tech space to build and create. And when I look at some of the shows that we've decided that will kind of be the focus over the next 6 months or so, we're talking about behind the scenes with audio, video, education and esports, cutting edge technologies, AV technologies. We're talking about metaverse, esport labs, esport arenas. We're going to talk to some industry experts as well. We're going to talk about monetizing esports in the collegiate space. We've got some really cool guests like Angela Bernard Thomas from Collegiate Sports Management Group, the CEO, the Chief Esports Officer. Wow. And so I'm pretty pumped about that. A lot of really other great guests that we're trying to get on the show to talk about esports and gaming and what's happening in the world, to be able to share that knowledge, to give, once again, like I said, firepower for you as a consultant or a reseller or a vendor to go into a building, a school, a company, and help build facilities and help create opportunities for students as well, and just grow the industry.
Yeah, and in fact, if you look around, you'll notice that esports venues are popping up. Like if you pay attention as you walk through airports, you're going to start to see esports venues in airports. They're popping up very much like the spas, the little Medi spas that are all over the airports. Now we're seeing esports arenas, little small arenas and gaming clusters in airports. You're seeing them in lobbies of buildings. You're seeing them at trade shows as sort of resting spots. And then, of course, you've got the high schools and universities, which we should talk about. This is going to be the first show that we've done that has bridged way outside of AV. This show is going to be watched by media center directors at K12 schools. It's going to be watched by AV and IT people at Scholastic, primary, middle, and high schools. It's also going to be watched by the coaches who are building esports programs at colleges and universities, and athletic directors. This is going to be a show that's going to be bridging way outside of just AV. So we're going to kind of bridge the industry together, because none of this stuff's going to happen without the technology.
It's really the answer to both sides of the question. Typically with this, there's a lot of people in esports and gaming who want to help facilities and schools grow with the devices they need. But a lot of us in the esports space, we're just in the tournament gaming side. We don't understand all that tech side, other than putting a bunch of computers together to play a tournament. We get that, but building the facility, we don't. So it's answering that question / on the side that you work on AV and technology, saying, hey, how do we get esport people involved and interested in esports, because we want to know more, because we have the answers for the tech.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to do, is bridge all that together. And our University of North Carolina already has an esports venue. USC has multiple esports teams. Are one of the leading. UC Irvine is probably the powerhouse esports university for many, many years. Ohio State, Florida, Texas, these are all schools with varsity esports programs where they're giving scholarships to women to play esports right now, eventually men as well. This sport is going to, now that the Olympic committee's put a stamp on this is going to be a growth sport.
And with the Olympics, we really want to get, and this is my last thought here with the Olympics, is I really want to get there. I want to get esport experts, not just, big money, companies and developers in front of the esports coalition and esports, all the experts over there. I want them to see from us what games are really out there that are the best and competitive out there in the college space and the pro space, that are a pipeline, because that's really where it needs to be, is just as much as traditional sports. The kids are playing peewee football to middle school to high school, college to pro, and then the Olympics if they're playing football in the Olympics. So that's what we really want to provide, that opportunity, is get in front of those people and give them more information, just like your audience as well.
Yep. So if you're on social right now, just look, you can see the graphic where we talk about when it's going to be available. We'll pop that graphic up real quick right now. That'll tell you the details, but it's starting November 2nd. We're going to do this live every first and third Thursday of the month. It's always going to be live. So it's going to be a live show. So it's a chance for you to actually participate And by the way, we might even show some gamers playing games and maybe talk to some of the gamers while they're playing games. And if you want to be a guest and you feel like you have something to add, that's a call out to those of you at AVI Systems who are putting together the esports venue at Infocom. It's a call out to Vixa for hosting this esports venue at Infocom. It's a call out to anyone who's in the esports area. There's a lot of companies out that are already doing esports heavily. CDW has a team that just works on esports development. It's a call out to all of you who are doing esports to participate in this. So just contact me, contact Bubba, say you want to be a guest on the show. We'll put you on the show. Bubba, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. This is going to kick off a long relationship and something great for our industry.
Gary, thank you so much. I'm so excited. Your team is amazing. I'm ready. I'm empowered. Let's get some education out there.
And the easiest way to find it is at ravepubs.com starting November 2nd. So join us. Okay. See you later, Bubba.
Thanks.
rAVe Radio. With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves.